And the Blue Jays are headed home, one win from a championship.
Tonight, 6 or 7.
Never been this excited in my life. I can't sleep. I feel like I haven't slept since that 18-inning game a few nights ago.
Will the Jays get it done, and when? 2 chances to finish off the Dodgers in Toronto, but fans making the trip down the 401 today, hoping and praying their team becomes World Series champions tonight. A spooky wet forecast may scare some from trick-or-treating.
I'm dressed as the Wizard of the Future. Dressed as Men in Black. Minecraft. I'm stuck. 6, 7.
But no shortage of excitement on a Halloween Friday at school. And another warning about deep job cuts in the public service. This one from PSAC saying a federal budget trim to pre-pandemic levels could see 70,000 jobs disappear. Good evening. We begin tonight with a Halloween doubleheader fans won't soon forget. Trick-or-treaters are heading out to collect candy, while Blue Jays fans are headed to the bar or the couch, hoping their team grabs the biggest prize of the night. Unless you're in Toronto, then you could be headed to the Rogers Centre. This is a live look at the baseball stadium in downtown TO, where the Blue Jays host the Los Angeles Dodgers for Game 6 of the World Series 2 hours from now. A Jays win gives Toronto its first baseball championship in 32 years. And CTV's Tyler Fleming is at the Senate on Bank Street, where fans are hoping it will be an October celebration later tonight. Tyler.
Yeah, no doubt, Patricia. And, you know, as you can see, it's not super busy now, but in a few hours it will be packed in here, full of fans, hoping for a Game 6 win. And, oh, what a treat it would be for the Jays to become World Series champions.
This is the flag. Here we go. Got that Game 1, so I had to keep it just in case, but now I'm going to bring it.
Zach Nielsen is heading to Toronto for a World Series moment decades in the making.
I've never been this excited in my life. I can't sleep. I feel like I haven't slept since that 18-inning game a few nights ago. You know, everyone thought we were down and out, and here we are.
Now the 2-2.
When the Jays won the World Series back in 1993, Nielsen was 5. He's been a super fan ever since.
Yeah, I went to Game 1 and 2 of the World Series.
And the Blue Jays are headed home.
But this is Game 6, the big leads. The Jays could take it all.
This is for all the marbles. Like, I mean, this is the moment, and you're 27 outs away from winning the World Series, but you got to get all 27, so we'll see.
Of course we're going to take the crown. Yeah. Go, Jays, go.
Christy Ombachor is jumping in on the excitement, too.
I'll join the bandwagon, even if it's late.
She's suiting up at Game On in St. Laurent Shopping Centre, prepping for tonight's event.
It's supposed to be a belated birthday party, but I think it's going to turn into a watch party.
And she's lucky to grab some gear. Jays swag is flying off the shelves.
Everyone wants their Blue Jays merch. If you're not a Blue Jays fan, you are now. We're already taking orders in case, knock on wood, they do clinch and they do win it. We're ready.
So is Buster's Bar and Grill in Canada.
Calm before the storm.
Soon it's going to be standing room only.
We'll be at capacity, no doubt in my mind. We've already got a huge Halloween party going, and we're going to fill it up with Blue Jay fans, and let's see what happens. It's going to be fun.
It's 30-some years. It's crazy.
A historic repeat is at the plate, and it's a priceless moment for Nielsen, who's lucky enough to have a ticket to witness it. You going to tell me how much they cost?
Absolutely not. But you know what? It's worth it. Doesn't matter if you can get it, make it happen, because it's worth it.
Yeah, so I don't even want to take a guess at what Zach's paying for that. He's catching it live, which is totally exciting. And if the Jays win tonight at home in Toronto like they did back in '93, Patricia, I'm pretty sure it's going to be insanely electric in Toronto. And I bet you the bars here in Ottawa are going to have that same level of energy.
I am getting pumped and nervous just listening to you, Tyler, and totally worth whatever Zach spent, I'm sure, if they get the win. Thanks for this. CTV's Tyler Fleming reporting live for us tonight. We'll be speaking with CTV's John Valley Rao outside Toronto's Rogers Centre in about 10 minutes from now. Well, the weather is more of a trick than a treat for Halloween tonight, but kids being kids, the rain and wind isn't stopping them from enjoying it all. CTV's Peter Sperling reports.
Despite the weather, brothers Zeus and Odin are looking forward to Halloween night.
Yes, and get wet.
Their costumes on trend.
6, 7.
It's a term gained popularity on TikTok.
And then it went viral all over.
Other students at St. Augustine Catholic School also dressing up.
It's like an alien. I'm stuck. The Wizard of the Future is Men in Black. Minecraft.
And getting into the spirit of Halloween and giving by collecting more than 4,600 food items.
Every year we have a pumpkin raffle at the school. This year it's branded the Pumpkin Bonanza. And so students bring in canned goods to help support the local Deborah Dines community.
Perhaps the most frightening part of this Halloween, though, the rain and wind.
Truly one of the worst Halloween for weather you can imagine.
Last year, we were treated to record highs. This year,
it could be very well one of the wettest and along with the windiest.
Now, of course, with all this rain, you might as well live under the sea like SpongeBob SquarePants.
I'm dressed up as Coraline, as a loved show from many children and some adults. I'm pretty much set for the rain. Got my raincoat.
If you are looking for an indoor Halloween activity, there's plenty to do, like at the Saint Laurent Shopping Center.
We have indoor trick-or-treating, so absolutely come down, stay warm, and trick-or-treat through the mall.
And sometimes the best costume is to be yourself.
So my name is Judah Maya, and I'm just as myself.
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
Love it. You all look great. As we take a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam, it is chilly, just 3 degrees out there right now. Jackie out enjoying Halloween again tonight at Rideau Hall, and Jackie looking absolutely spectacular.
Well, thank you, Patricia. I thought being a Storm from X-Men went with today's theme. It is rainy. Good thing it's not stormy out, that it has lightened up a bit, but it definitely is chilly. And here's a look now. We do have a rainfall warning, I should say, still in effect. It is expected to lift later this evening, but when all is said and done, we are going to anticipate up to 70 millimeters of rain between the last 2 days. If you are trick-or-treating in this hour, maybe even the 7 o'clock hour or 8 o'clock hour, it is windy, wind gusts between 40 to 60 kilometers per hour. Getting temperatures about 4 degrees, but it's definitely going to be much chillier than this with the wind factor. Overnight conditions, 1 degree. The good news is the rain will come to an end. Overcast conditions will carry on into our Saturday, where we will see about 6 degrees the daytime high, but the wind, there's going to be a big bite to it, as well as it will still maintain. Right now, temperatures across the region between 4 and 5 degrees. I do want to pay attention to parts of the valley. Calabogie already experiencing some light snow. Should pass by later this evening, but right now keep an eye out there. We do have a mixed bag of conditions here in Eastern Ontario for this Halloween night. So we've got rain, we've got wind, areas seeing a little bit of flurries. So a little bit of everything for this Halloween night, Patricia.
Still ahead, forget 4 days a week, do long hours, do more to drive innovation. What we think here in Ottawa about the 996 work week that originated in China. That story coming up.
Breaking news tonight, this will be the final weekend of golfing at the Canada Golf and Country Club before the West End Golf Course closes for good. In a letter to members obtained by CTV News Ottawa, Club Link says the 2025 golf season will be the final year of operation. The golf club is scheduled to close for the season on Sunday. Last month, the Supreme Court of Canada dismissed the city's appeal of an Ontario Court of Appeal ruling overruling a 1981 agreement to keep 40% of the property as green space. Club Link has submitted a plan to build 1,500 homes on the golf course. Canada's largest public sector union is issuing a warning about significant job cuts just days before Prime Minister Mark Carney's first budget. CTV's Natalie Van Roy following this story for us and joins us live. Natalie?
Well, Patricia, earlier this week, Finance Minister Francois-Philippe Champagne suggested the size of the public service should be trimmed back to pre-pandemic levels. The Public Service Alliance of Canada says that would mean tens of thousands of job cuts. As of March 31st, there were 357,965 employees in the federal public service, and that's up from 287,983 employees in 2019. The finance minister says the government needs to bring the civil service back to a sustainable level and align the government with the needs of Canadians. In a Facebook post, the head of the Public Service of Canada says Champagne's comments could leave a hollowed-out public service to run vital services. Meantime, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre held a youth event in Ottawa last night, focusing on Prime Minister Mark Carney's recent comments.
He said young people are going to have to make more sacrifices. More sacrifices. Now, no more Mr. Carney, the young people in this room and across this country have already sacrificed enough. They have worked hard, they've done everything right, and they deserve a bright future of homes, jobs, and hope.
The Bloc and the Conservatives have both made demands for the federal government for the budget in exchange for support. Now, the federal budget is set to be tabled on Tuesday afternoon in the House of Commons. The federal Liberals will need the support of one of the parties to pass the budget. Patricia.
CTV's Natalie Van Roy live for us tonight. Thank you. And you can scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to link to us online or visit ctvnewsottawa.ca. We have more details on Tuesday's upcoming federal budget and the union's warning. You can download the CTV News app right now. Just scan the QR code on your screen using your smartphone. Well, now back to our top story and what could be a night 32 years in the making for Blue Jays fans. Toronto hosting Los Angeles for Game 6 with a chance to win their first World Series since 1993. As we take a live look again outside Rogers Centre in downtown Toronto, fans are gathering ahead of Game 6. If you don't already have a ticket for this game, it will cost you. Some reports saying this has now become the most expensive ticket in Canadian sports history, with a chance to win it all for the first time in decades. And CTV's John Benavali-Rao is outside Toronto's Rogers Centre, where it's loud already, and joins us live. John, we are all jealous of you tonight. Describe the energy there for us this evening.
It's electric and it's about to get loud. I don't know if you can hear me. The drummers have just arrived. It's so much fun down here. People are just really anticipating hoping for a World Series win tonight. And of course, they'll be waving these I Want It All rally rags tonight in the Rogers Centre. And everybody does want it all tonight. Of course, the Blue Jays, if they don't win tonight, they get a second shot potentially tomorrow, Game 7 if necessary. But I think the fans are ready for the Jays to seal the deal. It's been a long series, especially because that Game 3 went 18 innings. I think a lot of Jays fans are loving it, but tired at this point, and hoping that the Blue Jays can beat the Dodgers tonight and get that World Series victory, as you said, for the first time in 32 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not want to leave it to chance in Game 7. But this is going to be tough tonight, John, against a champion Dodgers team. I'm not sure if you're able to hear me or not, but this Dodgers team putting up a pitcher who has pitched 2 complete games in the playoffs. They are not going to go away easily tonight.
Yeah, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a force to be reckoned with. He pitched that gem of a game in Game 2, pretty much just shutting down the Blue Jays offense. The score, I think, in that one was 5-1. So the hope is, though, that this Blue Jays lineup, being led off tonight, I should say, by George Springer, he is back in. It's hoped that because they have seen him pitch once before in this series, perhaps they can find a way to get more hits off of him this time around. But absolutely, Jays fans are not expecting this to be easy tonight, but they are feeling confident that this is a great team and that they can pull it off.
Amazing that they get George Springer back. I'm sure he's as excited as most fans. John, thank you very much for this. Have fun tonight. Appreciate your time. CTV's John Benavali-Rao live for us outside the Rogers Centre tonight. Well, moving on to international news, U.S. President Donald Trump says he will not restart trade talks with Canada. This comes a week after Trump called off negotiations over an anti-tariff advertisement aired by Ontario featuring former U.S. President Ronald Reagan. The president told reporters Carney apologized for the ad.
And I think we have a very good relationship personally. I think that what they did was wrong, but he apologized.
The ad, which Ontario Premier Doug Ford paid $75 million to run, featured Reagan saying tariffs hurt every American. It was from a 1987 radio address. Prime Minister Mark Carney suggests Canada's relationship with China is at a turning point. This comes after Carney met with Chinese President Xi Jinping earlier today.
It has been 8 years since a Canadian Prime Minister has met with the President of China. We now have a turning point in the relationship, a turning point that creates opportunities for Canadian families, for Canadian businesses, and Canadian workers.
After the nearly 40-minute-long meeting, the two leaders directed their officials to move quickly to resolve outstanding trade issues and irritants. They discussed possible ways to resolve key points, including Canadian agriculture products such as canola and Chinese electric vehicles. Well, Canada's highest court has ruled against mandatory minimum jail sentences for people who access or possess child pornography. In its ruling, the Supreme Court says the mandatory minimum for those crimes is unconstitutional. According to the High Court, such a move would remove a judge's discretion to impose other sentences when appropriate. The decision backs a previous ruling in Quebec and flows from the cases of two men who pleaded guilty to offenses. Ontario Provincial Police have recovered human remains as part of the investigation into the disappearance of a Smiths Falls man 2 years ago. Police say officers executed a search warrant at a residence on Kelly Jordan Road, northeast of Smiths Falls, yesterday and located human remains on the property. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to confirm the identity of the remains. Police announced yesterday 3 people had been charged with first-degree murder in connection with the disappearance and death of Robbie Thompson. Thompson was reported missing back in October 2023, and his body has not been found. Well, the multi-million-dollar redevelopment of Lansdowne Park is one step closer to reality after a city committee approved the $418.8 million plan. But a new poll suggests support for Lansdowne 2.0 drops as people learn more about the proposal. Councillor Sean Menard commissioned the poll from Nanos Research. It shows support for the Lansdowne project drops from 64% to 31% when respondents are informed of specific items in the plan, including cost and the smaller arena and football stands. Menard says the poll shows residents are concerned about the plan.
They're not in favor, and for me personally, when I see what we're losing a roof over the north side stands. We don't have a guarantee of sports teams right until the end of the partnership.
I think one of the things we have to realize, and this isn't special to the project, is that there's a certain level of cynicism as to whether this will be on budget and on time.
Nick has done some polling.
The survey finds 74% of respondents believe Lansdowne 2.0 will be over budget. Council will hold a final vote on Lansdowne 2.0 next week. Well, more than half of grade 2 and 12 students in Ottawa have out-of-date immunization records. Ottawa Public Health tells the Canadian Press that since October 12th, about 16,000 student immunization records were not up to date in those two grades. That's more than 66% of children in those age groups. The Immunization of School Pupils Act requires students to be vaccinated against 9 diseases in order to attend school. Well, coming up, a look at 3 good things happening in Ottawa this weekend. Some good stuff happening tonight, too, as we head back over to Jackie.
Thanks so much, Patricia. Rideau Hall is where we're hanging out. We've got more trick-or-treaters. The rain has actually lightened up a bit, so fingers crossed it maintains. Who are you dressed for Halloween?
I'm Rumi.
Rumi, and you know what's really cool is that we also have Genu here as well, and they are from K-pop Demon Hunters, which I'm sure a lot of people are dressing as Rumi this year for Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, we've got lots of trick-or-treat candy here moving along. And here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. We're showcasing Parliament Hill and Chateau Laurier. Current temperatures 3 degrees.
CTV Ottawa is your home for local news.
Katie Griffin, CTV News in the Byward Market.
Centertown.
Canada.
Stittsville. Bringing you local stories that matter the most to you.
Kimberly Fowler in Westboro.
Orleans. Barhaven.
From every corner of the community. In the Glebe. Manotick.
Merrickville.
Brockville. From the team you trust, we are CTV News Ottawa.
Live, local, breaking news. CTV News Ottawa.
Our popular Team of the Week segment is back. If you want to be a part of our Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week, upload your video to ctvnewsottawa.ca. Well, every Friday we want to put the spotlight on 3 good things happening in our city. We begin with an extra hour of sleep. Yes, it's time to fall back this weekend for the annual time change. Daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. on Sunday and clocks go back 1 hour. Politicians at different levels of government have proposed opting out of the practice, but it remains in effect. Officials say it's good to keep road safety in mind with it getting darker earlier during the evenings, especially after the clocks fall back.
Here comes the most exciting hour with fabulous prizes, happy winners, and much, much more.
The price was right for some Halloween fun with our friends on CTV's Your Morning Ottawa. Hosts and regular guests pulled off some quick costume changes and brought big energy. Our own Jackie Paris was one of the contestants on The Price is Right. Your Morning Ottawa is on CTV2 Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. They had a blast today. And Leahy performs Saturday night at the National Arts Centre. The Juno Award-winning Canadian band of dynamic musicians from one family are known for thrilling audiences with their musicianship, passionate vocals, and step dancing. Tickets are still available on the NAC website. Well, do you have a story for us to include in our 3 Good Things segment? Something light, happy, a community event to brighten up the day? Send your ideas to ottawanews@ctv.ca. Well, it has been a rainy and gloomy day in Ottawa, perfect for the spirit of Halloween. This is a look at Hogsback Falls, where it has been raining all day. More than 50 millimeters of rain has fallen since yesterday. Nevertheless, some hardy trick-or-treaters are out in it tonight, and Jackie is among them over at Rideau Hall. And wow, just an amazing group of people there, Jackie.
Can I give you a little pep?
Patricia, literally just walked in. Sir, what are you dressed as?
A chicken.
A chicken. Okay, we've got a chicken. We've got Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. We have, I don't know what you are, sir.
An alien.
An alien. Sounds good. They are trick-or-treating here at Rideau Hall. The rain has actually lightened up, so it's just a little spitting right now, which is great. But the thing is, it's pretty chilly out here for Eastern Ontario. So not just here in Ottawa, but really throughout the region. Temperatures right now sitting between or about 5 degrees. But here's the thing, with the wind gusts 40 to 60 kilometers per hour, yeah, it's feeling closer to about 2-3 degrees. Now, the periods of rain are anticipated to carry on closer until midnight, where luckily we will see an end to what has been the torrential downpour for the last 2 days. Now, we are hearing that parts of the region, specifically in the valley as well as Calabogie, saw some flurries or light snow moving through. It's going to clear by later this evening. And then tomorrow or Saturday, we're in for more cloudy conditions. And Sunday, we might even see some sunshine. A closer look now at tonight's lows. Temperatures here in Ottawa sitting about 2 degrees overnight, so still above the freezing mark. That's the good news. About 1 degree for Kingston, Bancroft, as well as Pembroke and Petawawa. Tomorrow's highs not getting quite to the double digits. We are going to be about 7 degrees for really Eastern Ontario, about 8 degrees in Kingston, but much cooler in Bancroft at 4 degrees and 3 degrees in Mont-Tremblant. But I am liking the little sunshine that's peeking out through parts of Eastern Ontario. Now, the Arctic chill is really carrying on throughout Atlantic Canada as well. 12 degrees in Fredericton. The rain really continuing as well. Here, Toronto seeing 9 degrees, Windsor about 11 degrees. When we look to our friends out east, so you can really see a lot of blue all throughout across Canada here, that temperatures are below 10 degrees. It's a chilly 3 degrees in Saskatoon with some sunshine. Luckily, no snow there. But Edmonton and Calgary sitting between 5 and 9 degrees. Now, today's weather is brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid, celebrating over 80 years in family business. So overcast for Saturday, an end to the rain, but the chilly conditions sticking around. We are averaging 6-7 degrees for the weekend. A little bit of sunshine for our Sunday, and then we'll likely get to 10 degrees for our Monday, but with it will come the chance of some showers here in the region. 7 degrees is what we are anticipating for the remaining week. So for here in Ottawa, trick-or-treating, a reminder, if you are outdoors, wear some layers, be smart. Maybe wear a whole outfit to keep you nice and warm. I am loving this. What are you dressed as?
I'm an astronaut strapped to a rocket.
An astronaut strapped to a rocket, and a good way to keep warm as well. Very smart. Enjoy your trick-or-treating.
It's cold down here. It's definitely warmer than it is up there.
That's true. Warmer here on Earth, Patricia, than it is up in space. That is a great reminder here if you are out trick-or-treating. We will take it back to you in studio.
And we're a little closer to indoors as well, which I like. Thanks, Jackie. Talk to you in a bit.
We're trying to have the result of our conversations and the actions from those conversations be like a positive impact.
Well, coming up, celebrating youth leaders for their passion, innovation, and resilience. And we have a new pop quiz online tonight. Test your knowledge of the week's news. You can take the quiz at ctvnewsottawa.ca.
Tonight, Blue Jays fans looking for a World Series treat.
Oh my God, I have so much energy and I am so pumped for the game. Got a lot of confidence too.
How the Jays are hoping the Dodgers don't scare up a win in Game 6 later on CTV National News.
CTV News community and weather anchor Jackie Perez. Weeknights.
Well, taking a look at the roads, the rain continues this evening, also windy, so a bit slick out there on the highways. And of course, if you are driving in the suburbs, you want to watch out for the kids, the trick-or-treaters who will be out this evening. Well, there will be a celebration of youth achievement next week. 21 young leaders who have done amazing things in Ottawa. Tonight, we meet one of them who turned his own challenges into creating leadership. Here's CTV's Camille Wilson.
The name is Maisha Mingi. It's Swahili for abundant life.
Israel Nusi is 21 years old, determined to refocus the minds of youth and change his community through music.
I have a nonprofit with some of my friends that we started after one of our close friends died.
2 years ago, Nusi lost a friend to violence. He found his own purpose, help his peers find a solid path, and encourage them to achieve great things.
I tried to think of a solution where it could make an environment where it's okay, where it's positively reinforced, to think about things like that in the future, and to be honest about the mental health effects on what you're doing out here and all that stuff.
Nusi founded his own nonprofit group, creating an environment for youth to open up through music expression, holding workshops and conversations at the Youth Services Bureau of Ottawa and Juvenile Detention Center, connecting them with employment and education opportunities. Nusi, nominated by a core mentor and now the winner of Youth Ottawa and RBC's 21 Under 21 award of a $1,000 grant, is on the road to success.
Israel's a perfect example of the type of youth that get recognized for this. These are youth that aren't waiting around asking for permission. They're doing things that like here and now. And in society, we tend to focus on kind of the problems and we put band-aids on them.
Honestly, at first, I didn't really think about it that much because it was like, okay, nice, I got an award. The more I understood that long term, this is honestly like a blessing. Like, they've already started inviting me to a lot of networking things that really helped me. Being in a place where someone older than me is telling me that I should continue.
Nusi says the money will go towards funding his nonprofit.
Creativity is what brings about new ideas. So in either way, whether it's in our programming or in our fundraising, like, we're trying to have the result of our conversations and the actions from those conversations be like a positive impact.
And for the future, he would like to see conversations prioritized on growth, helping the community, how this generation wants to move forward, and mental health. Camille Wilson, CTV News.
The Youth Ottawa 21 Under 21 Awards are set for Wednesday at the Canadian Museum of History. Tickets are still available. You can head to our website for more information. Well, in tonight's big picture, everything and everyone excited for Halloween. The Cincinnati Zoo posting a video showing Fiona the hippo enjoying a pumpkin today as part of the Halloween festivities. Several animals received a pumpkin treat to celebrate. Don't even bake it into pie. Well, now some other stories you need to know right now, starting with the Senators dousing the flames.
Makes his way in slowly, splits the lines in, and scores!
Tim Stützle with the shootout winner as the Senators beat the Calgary Flames in a comeback 4-3 victory. Ottawa will now begin a 3-game road trip that starts tomorrow night in Montreal. You can catch all of the action on TSN 1200.
Unfortunately, I got pulled over yesterday, so need to get my insurance figured out on one of my cars. Need to get that updated. So that was a bit of a little mix-up there yesterday. So, but it was fun. Got to meet a nice police officer. And
it was not a warm welcome back to Ottawa for Flames defenseman Mackenzie Weegar. Took it in good stride, though, telling reporters he was pulled over on the highway by OPP Wednesday while running some errands on his off day in his hometown. He did get off with a warning from police. Ottawa's first mall officially closes today. The Westgate Shopping Centre opened back in 1955. It has been home to retail such as Freeman's Department Store, Steinberg's Supermarket, and Consumers Distributing. The mall will close to the public today with demolition expected to start soon, and then construction on new condo towers will begin. Transit riders in Gatineau are facing a fare hike next year. The STO's budget for 2026 proposes a 3% hike in the price of a monthly transit pass. It would go up to $116.50. A student fare will increase $2. The vehicle registration tax to support transit will also go up from $60 to $90. The Royal Canadian Legion's Poppy campaign kicks off today. The Poppy is a visual pledge to honor Canada's veterans and remember those who sacrificed for the freedoms we enjoy today. Funds donated through the Poppy campaign support veterans and their families. The campaign runs right through until Remembrance Day. Well, we want to go back out to Jackie now at the terrifying tea party at Rideau Hall. Jackie.
Thanks so much. It's more fun and exciting with all the candy other than the terrifying, but the theme is still here. Lots of people, more trick-or-treaters coming out here as well. And here is the great thing is that just about an hour ago, the Right Honourable Mary Simon was out here giving out the candy to our trick-or-treaters, and we got the chance to catch up with her while she was doing so. Here's what she had to say.
To have children come and get some candy from us, it's always so nice because we have grandchildren too, and it's just a time when people get together. Like, it's a fun time.
Nothing like a little sugar boost before the ball game.
So you will notice that they both were wearing their Jays gear, gearing up for Game 6 tonight. So that's what they chose to dress up for Halloween this year. But we've got Rumi here, we've got a pumpkin, we've got a princess, we've got Darth Vader. Do you guys have your favorite candy you have to show with the viewers here? What is that? It's Smarties? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's Smarties. Okay, what else do we got in there? Do you have a favorite?
No.
No, he likes all the chocolate and the chips. Do you have a favorite, Rumi?
Yes. My favorite is like the fishies that's like our gummies.
I love it. And yourself, what is your favorite?
Kit Kat.
Okay, Kit Kat, the best. Patricia, if you have a favorite, take a look right here. I'm going to bring you closer a little bit. There's not one bucket of candy. There's not two buckets of candies. Not even 3. There are some salty sweets as well, or snacks there. So really, the world is your oyster. Rideau Hall is where it's at until 8 o'clock today. And it's not just the treats here. You've also got a lot of activities going down the line here. Lots of fun and lots of excitement with the rain also coming to an end. Fingers crossed. Back to you in studios.
I have eaten about a bucket of Halloween candy today myself. Now I'm starting to worry about that sugar crash during maybe the 4th inning of the Jays game tonight. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, just like that.
Don't worry, I'll pick this up for you. I will pick this up for you.
Awesome. Happy Halloween.
Speaking from my personal experience, I think that would be way too much work, not enough break.
Well, coming up, would you be willing to embrace the 996 work culture? I doubt it.
Get the latest live local breaking news. Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletter. The best local content from CTV News, Your Morning Ottawa, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. The CTV News Ottawa newsletter is brought to you in part by CAA Business.
Well, the 996 work culture means employees work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. It's gaining attention worldwide. Some see it as a sign of dedication, others as a recipe for burnout. Would it ever catch on here? CTV's Dave Charbonneau reports.
It's a 72-hour work week, a grueling schedule, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. And it's catching on with AI tech startups in Silicon Valley.
China, major competitor of the U.S. in many, many ways, has been doing this for quite a while.
Will the 996 work schedule catch on in Canada's tech hub? Not at Kinaxis, which works on supply chains for business with AI.
I work 8 to 4 right now, or 8 to 5, depending on the day.
Hannah Kennedy says the idea of 996 isn't just unrealistic, it's unhealthy.
I think that's a pretty big risk for burnout, especially for speaking from my personal experience. I think that would be way too much work, not enough break.
Experts say the 996 work schedule is dangerous. According to the World Health Organization, working more than 52 hours a week can increase the risk of stroke and heart disease. At Kinaxis, to help workers, there's a gym, music room, and a large cafeteria.
At Kinaxis, we're all about sort of employee health and wellness. That's a big pillar for us. There are definitely certain times of the year that teams have to work harder, you know, if it's quarter end, year end, getting a new product out the door. And we expect a lot of our employees, but we give them a lot in return, and that creates a really good balance for us.
Linda Duxbury doesn't expect the future of work to include 996.
Over here, where our culture is very different, I think that expectation is quite a dangerous one, especially coming out of the pandemic, where we're getting the countervailing force, which is YOLO, you only live once.
As for Hannah Kennedy, she's embracing the traditional work schedule.
I think people even are struggling a little bit with the 9 to 5 regularly, so adding a full other day and more hours to those days I can't see that being productive.
Dave Charbonneau, CTV News.
Well, coming up, a boost for Canadian companies as the G7 looks to secure critical minerals.
Hey. CTV and TSN 1200 want you to be the Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week. Your team could win $1,000 for new equipment, tournament fees, or an incredible team party.
Shoot us a quick video, upload it at ctvottawa.ca. Whether it's hockey, ringette, choir, band, or any team in between. Each week, the winning team will join us live in studio at CTV Ottawa at 6 to claim their prize.
Enter today for your chance to be Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Halloween night, let the spooky weekend begin. Time now to check in with our iHeartRadio Weekender, Tanea Taylor. Tanea.
Coming up this weekend, it's the 7th annual Day of the Dead Festival in the Byward Market. Lots to check out for the whole family, including mariachi performances, Mexican cuisine. There's an artisan market to check out and more. On top of that, don't miss the Day of the Dead parade starting at 3:30 tomorrow. Admission is free and it's happening all weekend long. Next up, calling all pet owners and pet lovers. The Ottawa Pet Expo happens this weekend at the EY Centre. This is 2 days of everything you need for your pets, including a canine fun zone, pet grooming demos, and even a reptile expo. Tickets start at just $16 for adults, $10 for youth, and kids 6 and under get in for free. If you plan to bring your dog or another pet along, make sure you fill out the online pet waiver prior to arriving. And last today is the Orleans Comic Book and Novelty Show. Check out all the vendors offering some super cool stuff like comics, toys, crafts, and lots more. It's happening at Place d'Orleans inside of Entertainment Inc. Sunday only, and admission is free. As usual, lots more happening around Ottawa this weekend. The full list and all the details are at ctvottawa.ca/weekenders. For the iHeartRadio Weekenders, I'm Tanea Taylor. Happy Halloween!
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Several Canadian companies will benefit from a G7 plan to secure a supply of critical minerals. BNN Bloomberg's Marilla Fernandez has more.
In June, G7 nations formed the Critical Minerals Production Alliance. Today, after a summit in Toronto, first investments were announced. Rio Tinto will get about $25 million to scale up its production of scandium. It's used in aerospace and auto production. Ucore Rare Metals will get more than $36 million to scale up refining of 2 rare earth elements. Right now, China is the dominant player in the mining and refining of rare earth elements and critical minerals. The G7 nations don't want to rely on Beijing for supplies. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down to 71.32. West Texas Intermediate crude slightly up to 60.98. Western Canadian Select barely moved. It's at 48.21. And the TSX gained 81 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Well, coming up, even the big kids can get scared on Halloween. Jackie.
Thanks so much, Patricia. Lady Aberdeen joins me now, and there are not just tricks and treats, there's also activities for the kids here.
There are. Today, we are going to read our future in the tea leaves. Would you like to look into the cup and see what your future holds?
I would love to. I do see a little spiral here. What does that mean?
Well, the spiral is a symbol of good fortune and new beginnings in many different cultures all across the world. So I'm sensing something good's coming.
Okay, something's good coming. Fingers crossed. Wonder what that will be. Let's take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam, showcasing a little wet, rainy Spark Street here. Current temperature 3 degrees. So bundle up if you are out or about to head out for trick-or-treating.
Monday on CTV Your Morning Ottawa, we are kicking off Sleep Week with expert advice to help you feel good and rested every single day. Wake up the right way with Your Morning Ottawa starting at 6 a.m.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
Sleep Week sounds nice after all these Jays playoff games. Here's what's on CTV tonight. E-Talk, The Big Bang Theory, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, and Boston Blue. And here's a recap of the top stories we are following right now.
I've never been this excited in my life. I can't sleep. I feel like I haven't slept since that 18-inning game a few nights ago. So I had to keep it.
Gee, we all need our sleep. We're just over an hour away from Game 6 of the World Series in Toronto. The Jays, one win away from their first championship in 32 years. It will be the final weekend of golf at the Canada Golf and Country Club. Club Links announcing today the Canada Golf Course will close for good on Sunday, ahead of a redevelopment, which will see 1,500 homes built.
6, 7. It's like an alien.
And a scary night for trick-or-treating in Ottawa with the heavy rain and winds in the forecast. Police are reminding you to watch out for kids through the remainder of the evening. And a final look at that forecast. Back out to Jackie, where I think we've determined that it's not just raining buckets, but also raining buckets of candy tonight.
Yes, and that's what we are here for, the buckets of candy. And the good news is, Patricia, maybe this is now the hour to go out trick-or-treating if it's not too late for the little ones, because the rain, at least here around Rideau and downtown Ottawa, has lightened up just a bit. So temperatures right now sitting between 3 to 5 degrees. Again, reminder, it is chilly with the wind gusts between 40 to 60 kilometers per hour. And while it is not quite the end of the scattered showers moving through, it is going to clear up for our early Saturday into the rest of the weekend. Yeah, overcast for Saturday, daytime high 7 degrees. Sunday, we'll get a little bit of sunshine, but then Monday, we may see the return of some showers. Well, that's it from us here at Rideau Hall. I just have to say we had such a blast here. I did a survey around here, talked to about 20 people, Patricia and Natalie. I think 3 out of 20 figured out what my costume was. One said Wonder Woman. Somebody had no idea. So for those of you who are curious tuning in, it is Storm from X-Men. Back to you.
Storm is appropriate for someone out there doing the weather forecast. Quick question. Did you dye your hair, or is that a wig?
I know it fell off at one point, so yes, it's a wig.
Thanks, Jackie. Have a great night. We want to check in and see what our team is working on for the 11:30 tonight. CTV's Natalie Van Roy is here.
Thanks, Patricia. Well, the countdown is on for Game 6 at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, and we are going to be watching this so closely. The first pitch is scheduled for 8:08 as the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Los Angeles Dodgers for Game 6 of the Fall Classic. The Jays are leading 3-2 in this series, and CTV's Josh Morano will be at a watch party in Ottawa and will bring all that fan reaction at 11:30. You can get the news anytime, anywhere at ctvnewsottawa.ca. And join me tonight for CTV News at 11:30.
Good stuff, will do. And finally, we just want to squeeze this in before we go. Halloween can be scary, even for the big kids. This is pretty good. The Anaheim Ducks partnering with a local business to create a scary hallway leading to the team's locker room. And several players got, a little jump scare there. The actors were pretty impressive, and yeah, they were feeling it. Unfortunately, this is not as impressive on Halloween Day. We do need the rain. It's too bad it came down when it did with trick-or-treaters heading out there, but good for everything else after a lot of dry weather. So hopefully you get through your Halloween night okay. Can we close it out as you're wearing this beautiful blue dress with a nice Go Jays Go?
Go Jays Go. We're going to be watching.
Have a good night, everyone.